Okay, we're at the beach again. Today's lesson is know your sand. Every beach has a different kind of sand, and it's going to affect the kind of pictures you're going to take. So let's head off to North Beach on Coronado and see what kind of sand they got there. Okay, I'm here on Coronado to tell you about the kind of sand that you'll find here. It's got pros and cons, some really unique qualities that you may want in your pictures and you may not. So let me show you. Coronado sand is really densely packed, and it's even got some darkness to it and some sparkle. Here, you see that? That stretches dark sand right there. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's even got some shimmer to it. It's also really powdery. The grains of sand are really, really tiny, which is perfect for those reflection shots, where you get a reflection of your clients underneath them. It's awesome. The one thing that you won't get on Coronado, though, is footprints. So if you want pictures of footprints of your clients walking off into the distance, don't bring them to Coronado because it's not going to happen. The sand is too densely packed. Another thing that you're not going to get good shots of on Coronado is those sandy feet with the really gritty sand, because the sand on Coronado is just too small, too powder-like. It doesn't look as good as sand from other beaches, like La Jolla, for example. More on that later. We're off to La Jolla. Okay, let's talk about the sand here in La Jolla a little bit. The grains of sand here are a lot bigger, chunkier than they are on Coronado. Coronado, it's really powdery, and it's great for those reflection shots because the sand is so hard packed that the water stays in there and you get those reflection pictures. But here in La Jolla, the grains of sand are so much bigger. There's pros and cons to it. The pro is it's a lot easier to move around. It's great for building sand castles, but the sand doesn't hold the water as well as it does on Coronado. So you can make footprints really easily and build sandcastles, but you're not going to get those reflection shots as easily here because the sand doesn't hold the water as well. Another pro of this kind of sand is you get that rich texture, that really gritty, grainy sand, like on the bottoms of your feet and stuff. So it's really cool to get, like, you know, the sandy hands covered in gritty sand. It looks awesome in black and white when you really pop the texture out. It looks very cool, but it doesn't look as cool on Coronado sand because it's so powdery and fine when you get it on your hands and then hold it up. It just looks like powder almost. You don't get that really rich texture that you do here. So you got to know about the kind of sand. So you got to keep your eye on the tide, the shore break, the kind of sand. Find out exactly what your clients want and find the beach at the time of day that'll give them exactly what they want. So there's a lot to know. Oh, and you know, how to use your camera and stuff. That comes in handy too. But know your sand. It's important. Hey, it's Carrie. I got a bonus lesson for you. This is Bill. He is the unofficial leader of the La Jolla locals. And this lesson is how the locals can make you or break you at a photo shoot. So Bill, what have photographers done that have really ticked off the locals? And what did you do to them?
Well, let's start with what's good about the photographers. Most of the photographers are pretty good looking. That's a bonus. And their models are hot. And sometimes
like our clients here.
Right, yeah. And the guys are pretty cute too. And sometimes the girls run around fairly unfettered. I like that. And sometimes they get really wet because they don't know what the tides are. Like today, you've got perfect tides, low tide. Really beautiful stuff today. So that'll be good. And then the worst thing they do is that the photographers think they own the beach. They set up and go, everybody out of the way, it's our beach, out of the way.
Not good.
Not good.
And then what do you do to them when they do that?
I get right into their photo shoot every time. How am I doing? Yep.
Okay. So, here's it. Don't tick off the locals.
Right. Don't tick off the locals because we'll make your lives miserable. They might even let the air out of your tires.
This is Carrie and Bill signing out.
Bye-bye.